Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Hope Alive 8405. Tonight, we have some special guests tonight. We have Tamika Harris tonight. We have Shantay Hamilton tonight. We have Diamond Carter tonight. I'll be your host tonight. So we thank everybody for watching again. So next week, we will be on Friday night next week. Saturday, we have a trunk or treat next Saturday in South Fallsburg, right across the street from the Riverly. So make sure you come out, enjoy it. If you'd like to register, contact us for a registration form, 845-707-4124. Also, on October 23rd, Hope Alive will be on 93.5 FM and 98.3 FM with WTQB radio station at 10 o'clock in the morning. We hope that you tune in and listen to what we have to say. Let's see here. What's coming up? What we have coming up here? We have November 1st starts our tour drive from November 1st to December 15th. If you wish to be involved with us, contact us. Or if you know a family that is struggling, contact us. We'll do our best to help them out as well. November 12th, we have our first support group for the families of the missing. We have Elvia is going to be here. We have a few others are going to be here as well. So we hope that you join us. We do have a registration form. Contact us for that as well if you'd like to be a part of that for a support group for families that either has a missing loved one or a runaway child. November 13th, we also have our Penny Social. It's our first annual one in Monticello. It's going to be featured over at the St. Peter's Church at the Paris Hall. So we hope that, you guys come out, have a good time. So therefore, we have a few minutes. Let's talk about a little bit about the updates that we have right now. Jocelyn Baldwin, the 17-year-old young lady who went missing from Middletown, has been found. She has been found safely. She is home with her parents. I spoke to the mom. I spoke to the aunt. They're very happy that she's back home. So we wish her the very best of luck. On the current cases, Shantays Harris, there's no news yet. We're still waiting for some news, some kind of answers for her. Marvin Gibbs, no answers yet. We're still pushing for answers for him. Stephen Kraft, still no answers yet from Mr. Kraft. Cassandra Ramirez, the young lady who went missing in the Bronx, she has not been found yet. I've actually contacted the DA down there yesterday, hoping they call me back so we get something going with that one. So there's a lot that we're working on right now. Once again, we thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Once again, the support is outrageous. We love it. Thank you. We thank our producer, Ryan Weber, for coming out again to make this all happen. Let's see here. Next week, it will be on Friday next week because Saturday we have the trunk or treat next week. So Friday will be our podcast. We have come in Lorraine Ellis from West New York. She works with a lot of the missing children and adults over in Long Island, New York area. We have Kim Pound going to join us. We was involved with her. Her daughter was recently found, doing very well. Thank God for that. And we also have Danielle Brown. She is the mother of Jocelyn Baldwin, who went missing and recently found. So they'll be appearing next week. We have a big lineup for the week coming up. So therefore, tonight we have Tamika Harris, we have Shantay Hamilton, and we have Diamond Carter. She's calling in from Texas. She is the aunt of Shantays Harris. Besides, her two sisters are going to be here. So we know soon we'll get Shantays on first. We're going to get her situated. So therefore, we're going to take a few minutes and then we'll get her all situated and then we'll be right back.
Today's episode is sponsored by Steve's Music Center. That's Steve's Music Center at 248 Rock Hill Drive, Rock Hill, New York. Stop in and see Steve or give Steve a call at 845-796-3616. You can even shop online at stevesmusiccenter.net, a full music retailer that specializes in boutique guitar effects and replacement pickup. Again, give Steve a call at 845-796-3616.
Okay, that was a sponsor, Mr. Steve's Music over there. Great place to be. Make sure you go over there and check out their instruments, the prices. So therefore, so we're going to chat for a few minutes while we get Shantay all set up. And, anybody would like to donate to this organization, please do. The first 5 donators, 20 or more, will get a free t-shirt from Hope Alive. You can stop by and pick it up. If anybody is interested in being a sponsor and have their business broadcast on our podcast, please let us know. We give you the details for that. A couple big things that we're watching last couple of days. The young boy in Texas who was following a neighbor's dog, he went missing. And they immediately put a search team out there, and he is home. They found him, and lucky for the parents. But this is what we have to do. This is the whole change. If somebody goes missing, we need to jump on it immediately. That's what they did, and look, he's found. There should be no stalling and waiting to report a missing person. This young boy could have been worse, but he's home. We're very happy he's home. Therefore, if anybody else has any kind of stories they want to talk to us about, or if you have a missing loved one, contact us at 845-866-0442 or 845-707-4124. Our lines are always open, and we look forward to hearing from you, and maybe we can help another family out as well. So therefore, we're going to get Shantay all set up, and she's going to come on. Once again, she is the sister of Shanice Harris, who went missing back in May 29, 2017 in Rock Hill, New York. Her car was found over in Southwoods Drive a day later, and there has been no sign or any kind of answers yet. So maybe we can get some answers tonight. If you're watching, if you know something, step up, say something. If you don't want to say anything, it's your guilty conscience, not ours. You're just as guilty as the next person. So our goal is trying to find Shanice Harris. Our goal is to find Marvin Gibbs. Our goal is to find all the missing people out there that has not gotten any kind of coverage at all. They need to get coverage. They need to be exposed out. So therefore, we'll be right back. We're going to get Shantay on, and then later on this evening, we'll have Tamika Harris on as soon as she gets here, and we'll go from there. Okay, we are back. Quick break there. So let me introduce. This is Shantay Hamilton.
Hello.
Shantay.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm okay, thank you.
Well, thank you for joining us tonight. If anybody wants to know who she is, this is Shanice Harris' sister, youngest sister, am I correct? Okay. So Shantay, we know what's going on. Can you tell us a little bit about how close you were or is with your sister Shanice?
Yeah. So we are very close. We have such a tight bond. And it's just heartbreaking to even when you speak about her and all the missing people, it's just unreal to believe like that's my sister out there. We don't know where she's at or anything, but we're very close. We always have been growing up. Our whole family, we have such a tight bond with each other. Holidays, everything is just so special. Just even being in the house, having fun, Shanice is the life of the party. It's so different without her. It's still good and we're grateful, but it's definitely a piece is missing and it's heartbreaking. Um, I miss her so very much. We would call each other every day, sometimes all day. She would always want to make sure I'm okay. Sometimes I felt like she was my bodyguard because she always just, anywhere we went, she would, you know, just always protect me. And yeah, we were just very, very close. She loved my children, all of her nieces and nephews. And she was just always there for us.
So she was the life of the party. You know, always a big sister is always the life of the party. They make it happen. So we're gonna go back to May 29th, 2017, the day she went missing. That's where the nightmare started. What's your feelings now that since we're going on almost 5 years now that no answers been answered?
Am I on mute? Okay. It's heartbreaking. It's unbelievable. I remember when this first happened, I didn't know what to think. I thought, as anybody would think, maybe she'll be back the next day, 2 days later. But, we know Shanice would never just go anywhere without telling us or calling us and I remember saying to my mom a few days in, like, what are we going to do if 3 months pass and we don't hear nothing? Like, how are we supposed to live like that? And now for almost 5 years, we still don't know. So, I mean, it's so hard to explain the pain that you feel and what you go through. Like, nobody will ever know unless you are going through it. And it's just heartbreaking. Like, it's just hard to explain, but we miss her so much. And, God is what pulls us through.
Absolutely. I started working this for your mom, day one. I grew up bond with the family, and I feel you. I took the same personal thing now. I'm taking it personal as well too. Do you think that the people who she was around with at that time, like the girlfriend, her friends, from your heart, do you think that they know what happened to Shanice?
I feel that her girlfriend, I don't know if she knew or not, but in my heart, I feel that she might know more than what we know. And at the time, she could have done more to help the cops, anybody to look for her that night. I feel like she's the only one that knew that night what she was truly going through and waited till the next day to let any of us know. So that only leads me to think that she knew more than what she let on to. She didn't let us know. She just sat there and, knew what Shanice was going through. She said she had a FaceTime call with her and she did not look like herself and then hung up and never heard nothing. Like, why wouldn't you tell anybody so that, something could have happened differently? I mean, we don't know, but, she would have made better steps. I feel like maybe things could have been different.
You're right. I mean, I spoke to her girlfriend several times, and now, she stayed with your mom. Your mom and your dad, they had open arms for her to stay with them, and then I don't know where she's gone. She's gone. And she blocked everybody, so that kind of gets me a little bit too. I mean, it's tough. It's tough. I can imagine what you guys are going through, every day. Your father's, he's with our organization, even though he's somewhere out there, right? He's with us. Your mom, we speak every day, I feel the pain. You know, what's your feelings with the the coverage? Should she needs to get more coverage out here?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, me, like, you don't, if you're not going through this as well, like, you don't think of missing people as much. And this opened up my eyes even to, missing people and families that are going through so much pain, and they should all get the attention that they need to find these missing people. Like, it's every life matters. And it's just so heartbreaking that, people may have so much attention for the first couple weeks or even couple months, and then people just forget about it. And it's sad, and because there's these families out here that are going through it every day, every second, and people don't know that. They go on and they live their lives, and there's families out there that are truly, truly, like, breaking down every single day. And everybody just deserves that attention to find and be able to be out here doing anything that anybody can to find these people.
So if you were to ask for the public, our community, what could they do to help us and you and the family to get answers for Shanice Harris?
Yeah, I would just, anybody that knows anything should definitely speak up. There's ways to do it. And I think that also, like, flyers to me are still so important. I just feel like people don't do that as much anymore. They should always just be put up, put around. People may tear them down and you put them right back up. Just do anything you can. Facebook posts, all that stuff. Like, us as people, when sometimes we feel like we don't know what to do, you know what I mean? But there's always so many things that you can do to keep the story out there for these missing people. But yeah, that's just what I truly think. Police and detectives and everything that work on the situation, they don't tell us much, but they should, hopefully they're doing their job because, it's just hard. It's hard for us to live like this and any other families. It's sad that people actually truly have to go through these things.
I think more of that any law enforcement that's involved with this case, I feel that they should reach out to the family, give them updates instead of prolonging it 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months to a year. I think every update is very important. It gives the family hope. We're not going to stop looking. We're going to keep going out and going out and going out and going out. Every day we're posting up, period. I think that everybody who's friends with Shanice, they need to post that up. They need to get her picture out there. They need to start broadcasting it more. Because in the beginning, everybody was posting up. Everybody. But now we're going to 5 years. I see some people who was posting up, not posting up, thinking, wow, well, this is your friend. You should be posting up, every day. But yes, we're going to stay on this with you and your family. We're not going to stop. We're going to be, I know you're all the voice of her. We're going to be the voice as well, too. Yeah. Absolutely. Is there anything else you want to say public to everybody out there? Your feelings or anything?
Yeah, I mean, I just truly miss her as well as my family. It's so hard to go through something like this. So, if anybody just knows the littlest thing and don't want to, say who they are, which is totally fine, but just find a way to get it out there, get it to somebody that can, go help find her. And even if it's something that you're not sure that it will help, you never know. So just go say something anonymously, because this has got to come to an end, and not just for my sister, for all the missing people.
That's how we put the end to it, right?
Yes.
Absolutely, because it's too long. Yeah. It's too long. Well, Shantay, I want to thank you. We're always here for you and the family. And like others, we're not going to give up.
Right.
We're going to keep going.
And I just want to thank you as well, because you have always been there since day one. And that means so much to my parents, my family, everyone. And it just means a lot that there are people like you that constantly will never give up on it. So.
Well, as long as you don't go out and beat nobody up.
No, I'll try not to. No, I've been being good.
And make sure when your mom cooks, you eat that dinner.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
We're going to take a quick break, right back.
Where'd you go? I miss you so. Seems like it's been forever that you've been gone. Where'd you go? I miss you so. Seems like it's been forever that you've been gone.
Shantay Hamilton, a sister who's looking for answers for her older sister. It's very, very sad that any family has to go through this. This could happen in your own backyard. And this is why this is very important that we get this out more to let families know that we're here for them. I think it's very important. So, but now I'd like to introduce one of our artists who's been with us since day one, the Dell, Henderson. He's been making music every day. So we asked him, can we play his newer song tonight while we wait for Tamika to get here? She's on her way now. So listen to the song. Check him out, the Dell Henderson. We thank you for allowing us to play your song on our podcast tonight. So we'll be right back. Enjoy.
I knew I just had to have you by my side. No lie, walked over and said, would you mind? If I can ask you for your number and your name. Excuse me if you think I sound kinda lame. I don't mean to, there's something I have to tell you. I like everything I see, can't look in your eyes cause you're blinding me. My heart just skips a beat, every time I'm with you, damn I feel so weak. I'm not gonna mess this up. You're the only one I want, and I'm so in love. I know you love me just as much the same. That's why I'm giving this ring, cause you're the one. You're the one. For me, girl. You're the one. You're the one for me. Anything just to see you smile. Wanna kick it with you for a while. I'm the type that do you right but never hurt you, my baby. I sit back and reminisce on the days when I had one wish. Can I get to know you, baby? Everything I see, can't look in your eyes 'cause you're blinding me. My heart just skips a beat every time I'm with you. Damn, I feel so weak. I'm not gonna pass this up. You're the only one I want, and I'm so in love. I know you love me just as much the same. That's why I'm giving this ring, 'cause you're the one. You're the one. For me, girl. You're the me crazy. I can't believe that you are the one for me, that you are the one for me. I said, you are the only one for me. I like your style, it's so sexy. It drives me crazy. I can't believe that you are the one for me, that you are the one for me. You're the one for me. I like your style, it's so sexy. It drives me crazy. I can't believe that you are the one for me, that you are the one for me. I said, you're the one, you're the one.
That big old red lipstick. We are back. Good song, wasn't it? It was an amazing song. He does very good at his work. So well, we have a few minutes here. Once again, let's go over our upcoming events that we have going on. Next week we'll be here Friday 8 p.m. We have Lorraine Ellis coming from West New York. She deals with the missing children, missing adults out there in Long Island, New York City. I've been co-hosting with her a lot with a lot of missing people out there. So that's next Friday, 8 p.m. Next Saturday, we have the Trunk or Treat. You know, it's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of kids, scary costumes. That starts at 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. over across the street from the Rivoli Theater. That would be 5254 Main Street, 5254 Main Street. If you'd like to be a part of that, please call me. Let's get you registered if you want to put out candy. If you don't want to put out candy, you want to come for the candy, just show up. All right. Then we have, let's see here, October 23rd. Hope Alive will be on 93.5 and 98.3 FM at 10 o'clock in the morning with Tom Lovelace. So that's going to be fun. He's always a fun guy to be with. And then we have on November 1st, we start our toy drive. If you know any families out there that needs help with Christmas this year, please contact us. We had a great time last year. We brought over 150 kids at Christmas last year. You know, our intention is to help all the families that we can. So you have to come in to our office, fill out a form, how many kids, ages, gender, what they like. If they want $1 million, that's not going to happen. So they better get a job then. But yeah, just come in, you know, give us a call, email us at hopealive845@gmail.com. November 12th, we have our first support group for the missing loved ones' families from 6 to 8 p.m. We will have our podcast that same night at 8:30 p.m. So that still be going on. We have a good lineup. We have Sean Cardi coming. We have Kathy Rappaport coming. We have Steve Vigilant coming. We have Gabrielle Espinosa coming. We have another guy named Paige Rothenstein coming. It's going to be a lot of fun. But we're getting down to business without missing people. Once again, I must make this clear because I understand we have people coming in that's running an election. This is not a political debate. I want to make this clear. This is not a political debate. What this is about is missing people. How we could do to help missing people. What your feelings about what's going on with a missing person. What are we doing? What we're not doing. This is what this is about. These missing people need to be found. So once again, this is not a political debate. Then we have November 13th, which is also Saturday night. We be having our podcast on the 12th as well. So that would be after the support group. So because November 13th, we have the Penny Social over at the Church of St. Peter's. That's going to be a lot of fun. Our first time doing it. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So if you wish to donate to any of these events, please do. The first person or whoever donates 20 plus over will get a free Hope Alive shirt that we have. We have a lot of them to give away. But go to our website, www.hopealive845.com, and you can see all about the story on there, or Facebook, Hope Alive 845. Follow us on TikTok. One of our other guests, Tamika, she's always on TikTok. You can follow her jumping around everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, we have it all going on right now. So therefore, we're going to give you our other sponsor real quick, and we'll be right back with Tamika Harris.
Tonight's episode is brought to you by Schmidt's Wholesale, a family-run wholesale distributor of plumbing, heating, electrical pumps, waterworks, and HVAC supplies. That's Schmidt's Wholesale, 845-794-5900 or 150 Jefferson Street in Monticello.
Really? Okay, we are back. Real quick, I was back real quick. Let me introduce to you Shantays Harris' sister, who went missing back in May 29, 2017. Her car was found in Southwoods Drive in Rock Hill / Monticello. So I'd like to bring on Tamika Harris.
Hi.
Hi, Tamika.
How are you?
Good. Tamika, thank you for coming. Yeah, we know what's going on.
Yeah, thank you for having me as always.
Of course. Your other sister was just on earlier.
I saw.
Expressing the feelings out. Can you tell me a little bit about how you were or was or is with your sister before all this started?
Well, first of all, I just wanted to give Shantay a hand for even stepping up and speaking. For a long time since this has started, like I was the first one who started to take the reins in speaking, but there's been so much growth with my family and in speaking. So I just want to, give her a round of applause because I think this is the first time that she's out here talking. For me and my sister, we were very close. Me and she's very, very close. We are, as I like to say, Irish twins. We were born, almost 12 months apart, 11 months. We spent 3 weeks the same age because she was born at the beginning of February and I was born at the end. We did normal sister things, arguing and things of that nature. Actually, a month before she went missing, her and I spent some time not talking because we had, a miscommunication. And we happened to make up right before my graduation that was May 20th, 2017. And then 9 days after we made up, she went missing. So
it's tough.
Yeah, it is tough. It is tough. My part in this was, so I was the one who had to report my sister missing. I was the one who was getting all the information before everyone else. And yeah. That's it's so touchy that those first moments. They're so touchy because I was the first, you know what I mean? And I basically had to give the news that was going to like shatter my family. I knew first. And then I had to go ahead and do what needed to be done. So it is very, very touchy subjects.
I know that May 29th, 2017 started a nightmare.
Yeah, at 9 a.m. My washing machine broke. I thought that was going to be the nightmare of the day. But as I was going to buy a new washing machine, I got a text message that I did not know would change my life forever. And that was, your sister never came home last night. And I was wondering why I was getting this information at 9 a.m. I think that was my immediate thought process is why is it 9 a.m. and why am I just finding this out? Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, yes, we are adults, but we're close-knit. We are very close-knit. And if something goes wrong, usually it spreads like wildfire. So the fact that she left at 8 p.m. and I didn't even know I should have known at least by 12, but I didn't know until 9 a.m. the next day.
That's very touchy with that. Her girlfriend was the one that called you?
Didn't call me. She texted me.
Text you.
She didn't call me. She texted me.
I spoke to her girlfriend several times before. I mean, after I was on board with you guys, I spoke to her several times, and I mean, I just kept asking the question, why so late?
Yeah.
You know, Shanice FaceTimed her. She FaceTimed her, and if she knew something was wrong, why wasn't the cops called? That's my whole question. Why?
Yeah.
Now we're here going on 5 years, and she's not even around.
No, and it's the
Truth. I mean, I knew a lot of the story before her and I had gone in, and I basically had to tell the detective, like, she's lying. You need to talk to her more because she knows a lot more, you know. But that's what a sister does. So that was the part that I had to play, you know, getting the process started and getting the truth out. So those moments like that are life altering. You know, we don't have a lot of moments in our lives that just seem to change the trajectory in which it is going. But moments like that do. And we have to hold those moments with high importance because it shifts. There's a complete paradigm shift. There's a shift in your thought process. The trajectory, like I said, of your future is now changed because who you thought you would have is no longer there, right? Like the month beforehand, I was upset with my sister because I assumed I had more time with her. So
short.
absolutely, you know, when people go missing, there's so many lessons to be learned within that so short amount of time, right? And one is, how do we activate properly and in sync so that we can get the best outcome, which is finding the individual.
Yeah, and you know, your sister started the Hope Alive organization.
Yeah.
And since day one, you've been a big part with us. You've been a big part. You come out, you sing from your heart, you know, and you never say no. Like other people say, "Oh, no, I'm busy." No, I'll be there. And you show up, you come. You know, I think that, and plus you are not scared to speak up. You are not scared to speak up.
I blame my dad
for the boldness in which I speak, because he's always told me, like, girl, you got it. Just be about God's business. Do what you got to do. And don't be afraid of no one. Just go after it. So like I have a good foundation when it comes to that boldness.
Well, at least he answers you, because he hardly answers me sometimes.
I don't know. I'll find him. I don't care. I'll call my mom.
Yeah, there we go. That's who I call.
That's who has the power.
Yeah, that's who I call. But so now we're almost 5 years now.
Yeah.
5 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I feel that whoever's law enforcement is working on the case, they should start contacting more for updates.
So as I was driving in, I heard you say that, right? I heard you say that. But one thing that I wanted to go off on, you are completely right. But let's think about the families who would be getting these updates and what that would mean. That would provide so much hope, instead of leaving you in a space where you can't tell if left is right and up is down, because you don't know if anybody is making any progress. It is better to know that there's progress being made on a case for the individual's mental health. At that, we're living through a epidemic of mental health cases anyway, right? We're living in a day and age where people are battling these type of things. So many issues come up when dealing with the missing, but there should absolutely be more updates, especially from the authorities who are taking over these cases, because when you leave the family in the dark, you leave them essentially with no hope, and that a case has possibly gone missing, which, whether it's the case or not, be honest. Let us know. Let's not wait until somebody else goes missing and it sparks a national thing to start finding these people, to start going after these people. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. I totally agree. I mean, I'm 100% on board with that, because, you know, I mean, I'm not in law enforcement, no, but I'm going to contact you guys and let you know what I feel is going on and what I'm coming across and what I want to do. I feel that even when I call them, they know I'm on this case. They all know. They all know that I'm since day one. I hear the same thing over and over again. We're working on it. How many times can you say that now?
There should be updates provided. I mean, I understand that, with a case, there are sensitive topics and sensitive issues, but then we need to come to a place that it's agreed upon. What will we share? What can we share? And at least provide some type of hope. Like, we're still looking is good enough.
We're still looking.
You know what I'm saying? Not waiting 3 or 4 months to say, hey, by the way, we're still looking, like in passing. No, we're still looking. This is what we've done. You don't even have to tell us the result, but we're still looking. This is what we've done. Cool. Helps me sleep better at night. Maybe you too. I don't know. Maybe.
Well, me definitely. Me definitely. I mean, I just feel that more should be done right now. I watch other cases, like example, the Gabby case. We send our love and condolences to the family. But they have closure, not justice yet, but they got closure. They had a whole nationwide. What about these other missing people? Why can't they get the same?
No, it's true. And it's not, Domingo, it's not about getting closure, because I don't think that you can ever get closure from a situation like this. There's certain things that you just can't get closure from. But I will tell you what does provide the family. It provides the family with a stepping stone to move forward. Right? It's not so much closure, because closing something is close the box, move on, forget about it. We're never going to forget about Shanice. Shanice is a part of who I am. She is a part of my mom. She is a part of my dad. She is a part of my siblings. What we want to do is stop reliving May 29, 2017, because that's what happens when someone goes missing. You get stuck on that day and you don't get to move forward. So yes, everybody else is 5 years in the future except for us. And I think that that's what people need to think about. It's not about closure. I will never have closure with my sister going missing and the things that happened to her, because something obviously did. What I want is the stepping stone to move forward with my life. Give me a purpose for the pain. Let me know where she is. Let me know that she is okay. And if she's not, let me have what's left so that I can push through. And I know that nothing else is happening to her.
And I feel the same way for all the families out there that has somebody missing right now. We have another young lady who's missing since 2018. Same thing. She's young, 25 years old. So sad. And nobody knows nothing. And yeah. I mean, and every day somebody's going missing, every single day. Our Hudson Valley spiked up so much with missing people. They're not getting the coverage like they should be. Even old cases need to be brought back up.
Absolutely.
Marvin Gibbs, Shanice Harris, they all need to be brought back up. And this is what we're fighting for, to get everybody's case that's back in the day need to be brought right back up again, because nobody's going to know anything if it's not brought back up.
Right.
Just like the other day when I was on the news. They asked me, who are you working on? Shanice Harris is the main one we're working on. Marvin Gibbs, who's that? That's my point. You didn't know who the hell he was.
So I think the issue is just pushing it. How do we push it more? So this way it's more in the forefront of people's faces. Like, we need it to be in people's faces. But I don't think people understand that it takes everyone to keep it in everybody's faces. Yes, I get it. There's going to be certain, stories, certain situations that you're going to be closely connected to. Then if that's the case, you should be pushing those things. If my sister Shanice's case is something that touches you, go ham. If Marvin Gibbs, you know what I'm saying? That's what we need to start doing. We need to start pushing and feeding. But I don't think that people realize that it's not just those who are there crying and shouting out. It takes everybody who's watching. Everybody who's watching has to start helping. You know what I'm saying? Every missing person, and it's not even if you don't know the person, You know a family that's going through and suffering. So this should at least ignite some type of compassion on the side of if somebody's going missing, what are you going to do? Use the experience, live through someone. How do you help? How do you activate? How do you support?
It's free.
That's what they say, but I don't know.
Either these days, but I mean, it takes one click. One click. You pulls up a picture, click. It's shared. That's all it takes. The more we get across social media, the more it gets out more, expands out, and expands out. Are they clicking? Don't know. You know, because anytime we posting up, we're waiting for the clicks to go. It needs to be out more. You know, put up more flyers. You know, let's get the flyers out more. You know, and whoever takes them down, because I know in the beginning, somebody was taking them down. Oh, I know. You know, so now let's restart up again. And this time, let's catch the SOB who's taking them down.
Yeah.
Because that person taking them down is going to lead us to the person who got involved.
I think we just live in a day and age where we're not able, or people are incapable of putting themselves in somebody else's shoes. And I think when it comes to those families that are left behind, that of the missing, those families that are left, what's left, we need those people. We need those people to activate. We need those people to stand up for us. This is mentally draining, physically draining. You know, it's unresolved grief that the families are left with.
I watch your mom every day. I watch you every day. I see the change. I see the change. It's heartbreaking. You know, and your mom and you and the family shouldn't have to beg or cry out every day. It shouldn't. You know, because if it was one of their kids, they would want the same thing too. The same thing that everybody else is doing. You know, or if it was one of the big shots child, everybody be over the whole goddamn world. You know, it shouldn't matter if you're rich, you're poor. It shouldn't matter if what age you are, what race you are, what color you are. It shouldn't matter if you're gay, straight. Shouldn't matter. What matters is that it's somebody's child.
Right.
And that's where it should be at right there. All lives matter. Not just one color, not just one age. No, all lives matter. And in this case with Shanice Harris, with everybody else up here in Sullivan County, Sullivan County is small. Mm-hmm. We're not big up here. You know, Shanice Harris should have been found immediately instead of waiting 24 hours, or whatever the case may be. It should not be that way.
There should, yeah.
No,
I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
Why do you think I'm fighting for this change now? My change right now is to get the time frame down.
But if you call the police station, they will tell you it's 24 hours. I'm not joking. I'm like, what?
Exactly.
And then when you show up 24 hours later, they're like, why are you coming here now? I'm like,
yeah. And that's the whole, you know, and that's the whole thing. You know, the 24 hours needs to be knocked down. You know, and also too, what we're fighting for, once these New York Senate start writing back, because they don't respond back, what we want to do is by law to have the families by request legal and obtain records of the case to a legal verified organization. Let us get the jump start. If the cops, the police departments won't do it in 24 hours, come to us. We're going to jump on it immediately. At least we started it. We're ahead of the game. You have to be ahead of the game to make this happen. If we can get ahead of the game, that's people we'll be missing.
And they always say that it's the first 48 hours of any case, right? That's most important. So when you're waiting 24 hours after a person's gone missing, that cut your time in half. That doesn't make any sense to me.
Florida. What you talking about, Willis? Yeah. That's what I'll be saying. Are you kidding me?
Right.
You know, I think, I really think that the local politicians who's running, they need to step their game up now.
But they need to keep their game up when they're not running. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how they appear when election is here and then they disappear and then magically reappear when elections are here. Like, let's be consistent and say there have been things that were promised and said to some people that I know that weren't followed through with.
Listen,
Can we fix this? Can we fix
Look.
this? Can we not wait until election and fix this now?
you know, I'm like you, no filter. I'm gonna speak my mind. I feel you. I've been there. I was told so many things. Now I don't know where they're at, but that's okay because we're gonna keep doing what we got to do to make it happen. That's how I see it. But then when re-election comes around the corner, I keep that in mind.
Exactly.
You know, but
you know what it is? Everybody wants to leverage this story, but I'm tired of my sister's case being the story. I'm tired of my sister's case being the thing that people want to use to leverage to get to where they want to go. I want my sister back. Like, at the end of the day, I don't care what your agenda is. Your agenda should match my agenda, and that's getting my sister. But instead, what I find is a lot of people use my sister's story to help their agenda, and then they give all these false promises, give a lot of false hope, and then disappear. And I don't know how that makes everybody else feel, but way to kick somebody when they're down. That's just a thought.
You know,
I'm dealing with one of the hardest times of my life, and here you are. You're going to give me you're going to sell me dreams, and you're in a position that you can do something and still sell dreams. What we have to start thinking about the things that we're doing to people. What happened to the golden rule? Treat others how you want to be treated.
Give respect to get earn respect to get respect. All that. You know, when I watched you perform at the Rivoli, you know, and I mean, at first you were like, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could do it. But I knew that you had a lot going on in your mind. You still came out. You did your thing. I mean, and you just housed it, you know. And then I'm thinking to myself, and then somebody saw a ghost. It was funny.
Yeah, the orb.
Yeah.
The orb.
You know, and that was when you were singing.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So if you were to tell everybody right now, what could they do to help you and us find Shanice Harris, what would you say?
If you know something, say something. If you've seen something, say something. But I just want to encourage you, when you see the post, when you see those things, share it. Like nothing like getting the word out, or, you know, helping us feel like we're getting the word out, you know. That it warms the soul, it warms the heart, it helps us know that there are people there still standing with us, you know. My family always appreciates everyone who, you know, reaches out and they're just like, hey, you know, we're still praying for you and things of that nature. That means a lot to us. That really does. That means a lot to us. But seriously, just continue standing with us and sharing. That's all we can really do. Unfortunately, it's been 5 years that I can't pinpoint a spot to say, hey, meet me here and let's go ransack the town. I can't. But what I can say is it does give me a little bit more hope when I see my sister's picture hanging up in a store unexpectedly. It does give me a little bit more hope when someone comes up and they're like, girl, I've been following the story. I'm sorry. And you know, I want to help. Because that's help right there. That's lightening my day. That's like, yeah, we've been reaching people, and now I know that people know. You know, I guess to just help me bring awareness.
Oh. Anything else you want to say before we end it with you?
No, just again, thank you for the support from everyone who's always out here and supporting us and just showing up. This is hard, and like Domingo said, we've been doing this for going on almost 5 years, and that's a long race to run and to stick by one family. So thank you, and thank you, Domingo, for real. You and Faith have been amazing. My family is forever in your debt. Ryan and his wife, like y'all, everybody who's just coming together, even in this organization. This organization means so much to me. Like, it's near and dear to my heart. It really is.
Here's running, my legs getting tired.
And it gives me purpose for my pain. So thank you for giving me a foundation to place the pain and to give it purpose, a reason to keep going.
Well, there you go, people. This is Tamika Harris. She the sister of Shantays Harris. She's also a performer. Yep. So she also likes to sing a lot. So you got to make sure that you come out to one of our events when she's performing, her and Ryan.
Ooh, yes. Actually, too, I do have an event going on right now. SUNY Sullivan, the college, we're doing Wild Things. Tomorrow we're going to have a matinee from 2 to probably like 4. So if y'all want to come out, bring seats, dress up Renaissance-y. Like, your girl is an actor. Your girl got music going on. And I'm also a model. Support me, find my tags, and, help me.
If you get her out there singing Respect, boy, you all got a treat for yourselves. I'll tell you that right now. But once again, thank you, Tamika, for coming.
Thank you.
We will be right back with Diamond Carter.
Where'd you go? I miss you so. Seems like it's been forever that you've been gone.
We are back. So, yes, that was Tamika Harris. That was Shantay Hamilton regarding Shantays Harris. Such a sad story. Such a sad story. How can a family go on so long not knowing where their loved one is at? How is that even possible? How are they staying strong? Is my question. I went to school with Elvia way back in the day. She was always strong. But it's eating her up as well. Me and her other daughter, Tamika, we grew up like a brother and sister type. We might have those disagreements here and there, but that works out at the end. It happens. The father, yeah, he's my buddy. When I'm down there in his area, I ask him, where you at? He want no part of it. So he goes up the other direction. So now we're going to bring on Miss Diamond Carter. She is in Texas, I believe. Texas. Yeah, she's in Texas. She is the aunt of Shantays Harris. So let's bring Diamond on. Hi, Diamond.
Hi, how you doing, Domingo?
Good. How you doing?
I'm great. I'm great.
Good. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. I definitely appreciate it. So as I tell others, you are the aunt of Shanice Harris, correct?
Correct.
Correct. You're out in Texas, right?
Yes.
So you must be a Dallas Cowboy fan.
No, I'm originally from Pittsburgh, so I'm Steelers all the way.
Oh man, we have to cut you off real quick then. We are New York Giants and Kansas City fans up here. Absolutely. Well, thank you for joining us tonight. Can you tell us a little bit about you? Because I saw your page. You post up a lot about missing people. Your brother or your son?
It was my brother.
Your brother.
Yes. Yes.
He had his life short, and now Shanice, your other family member, is missing. Can you tell me how how do you feel with all what's going around in a circle with you right now?
Yes, Domingo. It is very hard. My only brother, Mark Biz Williams, was murdered. And I had to find out from the news. Now, I had to advocate for my brother because the police was not going to advocate for my brother. They don't call you like you see on TV and keep you updated. So I grinded on Facebook for 7 years. 7 years from 2014 till 2020. I grinded on Facebook all day, every day, saying justice for Biz, who killed my brother. So every day I did a video about my brother's murder, somehow, some way, every day. And by me doing it every day, my brother's known all around the world, and I was able to solve his case by being on social media every day.
So do you think by social media it could help find Shanice Harris?
Yes, that is why I am on here for my niece, Shanice, because since we don't get the news attention that we need to get, we have to do an alternate way. So if Facebook is going to be the way that we have to let people know that Shanice is missing, it's over 4 years now. It's almost 5 years. That's too long. Nobody just poofs and disappears. Okay, someone knows something. Somebody did something to Shanice. Okay, she did not just walk away. Okay, she was not on drugs. Okay, she loves her family, her mother, and her beautiful sisters. So she and her dad. So she did not just walk away. So I will be out here all day, every day, advocating for Shanice, so people can know that yes, we're looking for a beautiful young lady that has been missing for way too long. And the bottom line is, whether we find her alive or whether it goes a different route, the bottom line is we need information. We need people to break the street code of silence, no snitching, throw that out the door, say what you know. You can remain anonymous, but we need to know where Shanice is, bottom line.
Absolutely. In these days, like you said, the code, snitching. That right there shouldn't be even a code when it comes down to a missing person.
Exactly. And it's not snitching. When you can do it on a down low and remain anonymous, how is that snitching? But nobody cares until it happens to their family. Then when it's their family, they want us to do what we're doing. But what I'm saying is this: somebody knows something. quite a few people know something. That young lady who doesn't want to give up information, she knows something. The way Shanice was built, she was not a small young lady. So I believe there were some other people involved, maybe some males involved also, because she wasn't going to go down without a fight. I'm telling you that right now.
Right. And just like what somebody just said, if they get arrested, they will snitch. But if they're on the outside and one of their friends go missing, they won't snitch. What's the difference?
Exactly. The bottom line is, by you keeping quiet, you're just as guilty as the person that's doing the dirt. Okay? Whether you're out here killing folks or whether you're out here holding back information about somebody being kidnapped, sex trafficked, disposing of somebody's body, if you know some information, then you're just as guilty. And trust me, Domingo, those people know. They're sitting around watching the page. They're checking out her mother. They're checking out her sisters. They're checking out what we have to say now, because we were silent for so long, just showing pictures. But now we have a voice, and the voice is, we will not stop until we bring Shanice home. We will expose all you tricks and bros and fros who think you got away with something. No, the more we're out here, hey man, money talks. That $10,000 billboard, yeah, somebody knows something, and somebody's going to break. Domingo, somebody's going to break. Trust me.
Because the heat is getting on.
Yes.
And once the heat starts getting on, they make mistakes.
Yes. And once the heat gets on, and once they get tired of hearing you talk about it, that's how I saw my brother's case. I talked about it every day. And then they was like, man, we're tired of seeing you out here. Well, guess what? I'm not going anywhere until y'all start giving up some info.
Exactly. And I'm glad you said that, because last week when Ellie, Shanice's mom, I saw a post, I saw comments. I got really, really annoyed with that. For one, no mother is a whiner if they're looking for their child.
Exactly.
And number two, why would this person make a statement about race? This is not about color. This is not about race. This is about a human child.
A human being, a life. And for them to torment my sister and call her racist, this has nothing to do with race. Okay? They chip-chopped that video when she was on the news, and they made it sound like she said the same thing we all said. Yeah, we're happy they found Gabby in 2 weeks. But look, we need attention on a lot of us brown folks, okay? Brown, black, white, anybody, all lives matter. So missing is missing, okay? Shanice should have been on CNN 4 years ago. Come on with it.
Yeah. I mean, we have so many missing people up in our area. Just like I was telling her sister earlier tonight, Marvin Gibbs was another one. Here's another one. He's a young black male who went missing in 1985. And when the news asked me, because I was interviewed, and I said, well, I'm working on Shanice Harris, I'm working on Marvin Gibbs. Well, who's Marvin Gibbs? That's my point.
Exactly.
You didn't know who he was.
And that's the thing. So we can't trust the detectives. We can't trust the police, because they're not going to call you every week and say, hey, we're working on Shanice's case. Hey, we're working on your brother's case, Diamond. No, that's not the way it works. They ignore you. They want you to go away. So you have to be a pest. You understand what I'm saying? You
But
have
no
to.
family, should be calling them up looking for answers.
Exactly,
Their
but
family is not doing their job for them.
exactly. That's what I'm saying. I did their job to find out who killed my brother. Why is that? Why did I have to have my life threatened for 7 years because I was out here seeking justice for my brother? People wanted to kill me and everything. So they don't do their job. I am a person that has been through it. So I know how the system works. And I deal with a lot of families, just like our family. They don't want to help. They don't care. So it's up to you to advocate for you. It's sad to say, but that's the way the system goes, Domingo. So we have to do these podcasts every week, once a month, however the case may be. But the bottom line is we have to let them keep hearing about Shanice Harris until they keep scratching their head and say, did you hear about that young lady, Shanice Harris? Did you somebody in Florida? Did you hear about Shanice? Did you hear that? Yeah, we want her name to be all around the United States so people can start hitting us up and say, you know what? I think I saw somebody down in Florida look like Shanice. I think I saw somebody out in Detroit that looked like Shanice. I think I saw somebody out in Brooklyn that looked like Shanice. Or I got a tip that my brother and his friend was involved in doing something with Shanice. We need some tips coming in.
That's right. That's right. And our phones are open 24/7. 24/7. And we will answer our phone. Because all lives matter.
Well, y'all hear it 24/7. The phones are open. And I'm going to post his number, my number, whoever you want to give the information to on the download. Look, when you call, we don't need your name. we don't give a care what. Just give us the information. Say what you got to say. Yeah, some guy named Black was involved, and hang up. You know what I'm saying? The more we get closer to finding Shanice, that is our mission, and that is my mission. Bottom line.
That's all of our missions up here in Sullivan County. You know, we need to lower these missing rates going on right now.
Yes.
You got kids, little kids
babies
going missing.
Babies just don't disappear. People just don't disappear. People just don't get shot and nobody knows what happened. You understand what I'm saying? My brother was shot execution style on his head, laid outside for 16 hours in somebody's yard on a busy street where they have a stoplight, red, yellow, and green, and they're looking at a dead body and nobody has the decency to call the police. Our world, our people are heartless. They don't care. They see a picture and scroll on by. What? No, that's why they shut my other page down, Domingo. This is a new page. I had over 20,000 followers because I share the missing, the murder, and I tell it like it is.
That's how you got to be these days. You have to be that way these days. The voice has to be heard.
Right, but they don't like you to say our lives matter. Our Shanice, her life doesn't matter just because she wasn't killed by the police. You're not gonna throw up some flyers and say, let's find this young lady. They don't want to fight and throw up anything for my brother Biz, who was shot in his head execution style. But if it was the police involved, then it'd be a different story. We are doing things to ourselves. Somebody in Shanice's circle knows what happened. People in my brother's circle were involved. So if somebody close and tight that was around her and knows what's up, we just got to crack it.
Absolutely. But you know what irritates me the most about social media? I'll tell you what irritates me the most. If you have so many people, there's billions and billions of people on social media all over the world. They can share a politician post
Right.
more than a missing persons post.
Exactly. And it only takes 1 second to share. It's like you ask them to share and they act like you're asking them for $1 million. It only takes 1 second for you to hit the share button. I mean, sharing is caring. But like you said, they'll share some dumb stuff about Donald Trump, Sleepy Joe, whatever the case may be. But when it comes to the missing and the murder, they don't want to share. I don't understand what's wrong with people. But when it happens to you, and it will, and I've seen it because I'm showing their pictures on my page, when it happens to you, then you're going to want some help. So before it happens to you, help us find Shanice Harris. You heard? That's the bottom line. Somebody knows something about Shanice. It's going on too long. She's not just chilling somewhere. No. Either somebody has her without her will or someone done something to her. Either way, let us know so we can have closure. We're never going to have closure, but at least we will know, okay, we know where she's at. They told us where she's at. That's it.
That's all we want.
That's all. That is all we want. And I appreciate you giving us the platform to share and show my niece, Shanice. And, her mother is going through heck, missing her daughter. And that's just unacceptable. That's unacceptable. And for her to get all these hate comments, it's not about race, y'all. We're multiracial, okay? Okay, we got a little bit of everything up in us. And so do I, okay? But the bottom line is we need to find Shanice, my niece, right here. Know if y'all can see it, but we need to find my niece, Shanice. Okay? She has a face that you cannot forget. Can you see her face, Domingo?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, she has a face that you cannot forget. She has a tattoo on her hand. So no, we are not stopping until we get justice for Shanice, my niece. There is no way this young lady should be missing going on 5 years. Okay? So there's only 1 or 2 things going down. Somebody trying to sex traffic her, somebody's holding her behind her wheel, or somebody did something to her. And when her car was abandoned, we need to know where she is. That's it. We need to know where she's at. Okay?
We need answers to be answered.
Yes.
And then
It doesn't cost you a dime.
And then after they're answered, I'm going to come down to Texas with a cowboy hat and meet you in person.
Yes. I'll come down to New York and check you out too.
Our producer is a country guy. He sings country.
Okay.
Yeah, he sings country. He got a big old cowboy hat. We thought about doing that little TikTok video, where on this side and that side and up that side, but
Right.
But Diamond, I want to thank you so much for being with us tonight. We will definitely keep in touch, you and I. Let's get answers. They need to be answered. But anything else you want to say before we close you out?
Yes, I just want to say to everybody watching this broadcast, there is a daughter that is missing. Her name is Shanice Harris. It's going on close to 5 years now. We need information and we need to bring her home. Okay? So break the street code of silence. Forget no snitching. It's not snitching when someone is missing and you can remain anonymous. So that's the bottom line. Justice for Shanice. Let's bring her home, my niece, and we will not stop until she is home. So much love to everyone listening. Much love to everyone who will share. And much love to this world because we need more love. And stop kidnapping our women. Stop kidnapping our babies. Stop kidnapping our children. Stop killing each other. Stop killing women. Stop killing babies. Stop killing young men. This is our future. You want to jump on a bandwagon when the police kill somebody, but what about when we harm each other? So stop the madness of genocide on us. If you know something about something, say something. Open your mouth and don't just say, oh, that's so sad, because you're not in our shoes.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Diamond. Strong words from a powerful aunt. Absolutely. Diamond, I want to thank you so much for being with me tonight. I look forward in the future working with you.
Definitely.
And my last words for you is enjoy your night, and I hope that let's keep in touch.
Oh, we definitely will keep in touch. And thank you for having me. And again, it's one love all day. And it's Shanice all day, every day. You're going to see me out here every other day doing a video for Shanice like I did for my brother. And it paid off. It took me 7 years, Domingo, but I found out who all was involved in killing my brother. I became my own private investigator. You heard? I became my own paying confidential informants. So we can do the same thing with Shanice.
Amen. Amen to that.
Okay?
All right. Thank you, Diamond.
Thank you. One love.
One love.
Shanice all day. You heard? Deuces.
So that was Diamond Carter, powerful words from the amp. So we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back to wrap up. In the meantime, this is the song that Deanna has made for Hope Alive April 5. We'll be right back.
It could just be kinda for a bit. Family shouldn't be left in the dark like this, sitting there wondering where their child is, left alone in their thoughts. Are they near or are they far? Fearing, oh God, don't let them be gone. Feeling no calm, but still trying to be strong. So let's help these fathers and moms who are at home pacing, worrying and praying, Xing out the days while they hoping and waiting, staring at the clock on the wall in the hall, waiting on that one phone call, singing,
Where'd you go? I miss you so. Seems like it's been forever that you've been gone. Where'd you go? I miss you so. Seems like it's been forever that you've been gone. Please come back home.
now let me tell you what got the wheels turning, give you some insight that got this ball rolling. It started back in 2017 with a guy named Dom who worked as a PI. Taking on the Shanice Harris case made Dom feel something inside, an emotion he couldn't describe. Then one night, as he sat with his wife, thinking, what can I do to shed more light? Nothing but missing kids, clouding his mind. Family's counting down the time. I'm no quitter, I gotta keep this hope alive. One passionate line that made hope alive. 845.
Where'd you go? like it's been forever that you've been gone. Where'd you go? I miss you so. Seems like it's been forever that you've been gone. Please come back home.
I want you to know that you're a voice for the voiceless. So if you have information, don't hesitate or debate it. You'll bring a person back to safe havens. Please don't keep the families waiting. It's a life you could be saving. One less mother shaking. Info could be life changing. Being the reason for big changes. Giving hope to someone's night. Bringing a father's eyes back to life. So let's get these kids home tonight. Singing.
Where'd you go? I miss you so. Seems like it's been forever that you've been gone. Where'd you go? I miss you so. Seems like it's been forever that you've been gone. Please come back home.
It's been far too long.
Please come back home.
Let's come back home.
Please come back home. Please come back home. Please come back home.
Boy,
We want to thank everybody for coming tonight. We thank Tamika Harris. We thank Shantay Hamilton. We thank Diamond Carter. Very touchy situation when it comes down to a missing person. You can feel the heart, the feelings, the emotions, of family members. It's in this day of life, it's very important that we stand together. Do they care about us? No, they don't. We have to care for each other. The only way that we can make this work if our community joins together. That's the only way it's going to work. If the community doesn't stand together, we're not going to get nowhere. So it's very important that, especially Sullivan County, we're small up here. Orange County's got a good population, Dutchess County, good population, but we all need to come together. Because one day it could be your child go missing. It could be your loved one going missing. And where you going to go? So therefore, we thank everybody once again. Next week, we'll be here Friday at 8 p.m. We have Lorraine Ellis from another missing group. She's out in West New York. She deals with the missing people out there in Long Island, out in the Bronx area, and we assist them, if they need help. We have Kim Pound, her daughter we were involved with was found, safe. So good, we're happy for that. And we have Danielle Brown, whose daughter we were involved with that was missing for about approximately 2 weeks. She was just found 2 days ago. She's back home, and we wish them very good luck as well in the future. So, once again, if you wish to donate to our organization, please do www.hopealive845.com. Whoever donates 20 plus over, we have nice shirts that we're going to give out. So, let's make it happen. So once again, thank you. We thank Ryan Weber, our producer. He works very hard on these. We thank our two sponsors that's involved with us. If you'd like to be a sponsor for Hope Alive, please call me for details, 845-866-0442, or call our office at 845-707-4124. We thank the staff of Hope Alive, our treasury department, our marketing department, our search teams out there. We thank Mr. Thomas Crump out there. He's like the godfather of Hope Alive 845, because without him, he always likes to correct things, which is good. So yeah, if you see something, you say something. The code is not snitch. The code is saving a life. And that's what matters today, is saving a life. So that's all that matters to us right now. We don't care about the politics going on right now. We don't care about who's doing what, who's doing this. We care about our loved ones and our family. Our children is our future today. Peace out, everybody. We hope you enjoyed tonight. We'll see you next Friday at 8 p.m. sharp. Have a blessed night.